This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for watching News 8 Now. I'm Dua Srar. The city of La Crosse is offering shelter for people who need a place to escape the cold. In a Facebook post, the city announced it will open the Southside Neighborhood Center as a daytime shelter today because of severe cold weather. The center is open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you or someone you know needs help or shelter, head over there or call 211 for more resources. We'll have that posted on our website as well. That's news8000.com. Jeremiah Mackey and Elijah Johnson are charged with felony counts of armed robbery, substantial battery, use of dangerous weapon, and false imprisonment. A bond hearing was scheduled to reflect the updated charges, including the alleged use of a gun in the Chippewa Valley incident. According to online court records, the state did not file a bond motion. The judge denied the bond motion made by the victims. The judge kept the current bond in place for both Mackey and Johnson. According to a criminal complaint, the two men broke into an apartment and hit two people with a gun and then stole a PS5 before running away. Both victims were taken to a hospital with injuries. Another bond review hearing is scheduled for March 1st. Handling people experiencing a crisis is something law enforcement officers do every day. On Thursday, roughly 20 police and sheriff deputies from La Crosse learned how to handle these situations better during a crisis intervention training session. Sessions range from medical treatment to de-escalation tactics. Leaders say it's useful to learn what to do on the job, but it's crucial that officers are aware of local resources for those dealing with substance abuse.
It helps them hone their skills on de-escalation, but also knowing where and what in our community might assist them is really important at that time of that call.
Training was done in partnership with La Crosse County Human Services. La Crosse County is offering up to $100,000 in grants to help restore neighborhoods. Federal American Rescue Plan Act dollars create these grants that can go towards replacing old, decaying houses with new buildings. You can get funds up to $50,000 for single-family homes and up to $100,000 for multifamily housing. We have a link to the applications on our website. That's news8000.com. It's the time of year where snow removal services are thriving, offering you convenience for some fee. But there are some that are looking to take advantage of you. The Better Business Bureau says Wisconsin sees a rise in removal services scams. They'll go door to door and get you to pay for a snowplow or repair service up front. The BBB's Director of Investigation says it's important to do your research before making any commitments.
Know who you're dealing with, I think, is the most important thing. Is this a new snow removal company? Is it a company that you can check references with? Do they have customers for a year or 2 or 5 or more?
She also recommends that for removal services, get a written contract that spells everything out and puts any promises in writing. For more resources, just visit news8000.com.
Well, it sure was an extremely cold start to the morning with not only our wind chills, but also our temperatures here too. In fact, if you take a look at the map behind me, we saw temperatures anywhere between around 5 to 10 degrees below zero. In fact, some spots were even colder than that. For example, Eau Claire, you were actually 17 below zero for your official low temperature. And even Black River Falls pretty close to 20 below zero for you. Current conditions right now are looking cloudy. Temperatures at -5 in Eau Claire. It's currently 0 in Winona and 1 below right now in La Crosse with some light winds here to work with. Our current temperatures have actually warmed up since then. Right now we are looking at single negative digit readings here across the area, with the coldest right now of Ladysmith that I can tell at 7 below zero. A few clouds moving in now across the area. We expect those clouds to continue to build up throughout the day. That's why it's looking so cloudy out there now. And you can see those clouds are going to continue through at least the early evening. And then our temperatures will be into the single digits as we head into the rest of the day and also heading into this evening and overnight here, It looks like it's going to continue to just remain on the cold side. But we got some warm weather on the way. We're going to talk about that too.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Senator Tammy Baldwin says a newly signed legislation will help Wisconsin farmers access more mental health resources. As part of Congress's annual budget, the Farmers First program dedicates $10 million to train people who interact with farmers to see mental health warning signs and refer them to mental health resources. Baldwin says this program is to help bridge the gap in rural areas that may not have resources nearby.
It's a critical program because, again, of how frequent mental health and stress is in farming, but also how isolated they may be and not necessarily interacting with folks who can provide them with those resources and supports.
Senator Baldwin is also part of the bipartisan Farmland Security Act designed to address a rising amount of foreign investment on U.S. farmland. According to Baldwin, foreign-owned farming property has doubled in the last decade. Baldwin says existing law states foreign investors have to disclose those land purchases, but the inaccurate data tells members of Congress that not all disclosures are happening. She says the new law will bring much-needed transparency.
Our farms are the economic engine that fuel many of our rural communities. But when our farmland is bought up by foreign investors who often don't even live here, it has huge implications, and we have to keep an eye on it.
A third project provides $25 million in grants to help small and medium dairy farms grow, be more efficient, and see more profit during a time when farmers face difficult periods. Well, Sun Country Airlines is introducing a new service for Eau Claire passengers. Starting in March, Sun Country will be launching a van service connecting passengers from Chippewa Valley Regional Airport to Minneapolis. People can use the van service if they want to get to Minneapolis landmarks like the Mall of America. According to Sun Country officials, the goal is to help passengers enjoy a stress-free trip.
For a $10 add-on to your Sun Country ticket, you virtually can, relax, work, whatever you need to do, and then, get to the airport as a nonstop from Eau Claire to Minneapolis.
The new van service will be in addition to Sun Country flights connecting EAU and MSP 4 times per week. When we come back, a popular brand is adding a new flavor to its lineup with a twist. Catch how Dr. Pepper is combining old soda flavors with a new sweet one. That story after the break.
Monster Truck Nitro Glow Tour will invade the La Crosse Center with 2 big shows. February 17th and 18th. Monster Truck Strong Racing and Tough Truck Racing. Plus all new Inflation Buster prices. Limited tickets only $10. Available only online. VIP tickets includes the pit party pass and the best seat. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com, MonsterTruckTour.com, or the box office. Subject to services. Ride in a real monster truck. Kids get a free tour gift at the Friday show while supplies last. 7:30 p.m. both shows. February 17th and 18th at La Crosse Center.
Penny,
Yes, Sheldon.
are you familiar with the workings of an internal combustion engine?
No, Sheldon.
There's a problem with your check engine light.
No, it's working just fine.
According to the owner's manual, when your check engine light is illuminated, you should take your car to Sleepy Hollow immediately.
Your home of GM certified parts and service. Sleepy Hollow, your tri-state dealer. We can say that now. Viroqua, Caledonia, and now Cresco, Iowa.
It's hard being a smoker. I've heard all the lectures.
You shouldn't smoke.
I know all the signs. I've seen all the faces. I know the money it costs me. But that doesn't change the fact that it's hard to quit.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Union State Bank is a community-owned bank looking to provide quality products and services to help make your banking easier. We take pride in getting to know our customers and understanding their needs. We are committed to helping you, your family, or your business with all your financial needs. We're here for you and we welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know pellet stoves are easier to operate than ordinary wood stoves or fireplaces? Our Harmon pellet stove produces very little air pollution. In fact, pellet stoves are the cleanest solid fuel residential heating appliance. At Warming Trends, our Harmon pellet stoves come in a variety of styles and sizes to fit your needs. Keep your home a nice, warm, consistent heat while reducing your heating costs. For a limited time, receive a Pure Sine inverter with your pellet stove purchase. This inverter will keep your stove and other computer electronics running even when the power goes out. Come into Warming Trends.
Stocks had a mixed closing on Thursday ahead of today's jobs report. The Dow dropped 39 points, but the Nasdaq soared 384 points. CBS News' Chanel Call has the latest business headlines from New York.
There is a voluntary recall of eye drops due to possible contamination that may be linked to blinding infections and even one death. Health officials say at least 5 people have lost their vision after using EzraCare artificial tears. Dozens of people in 12 states came down with a bacterial infection that's highly resistant to antibiotics. The eye drops were sold on Amazon and at Walmart, among other stores. Ticket sales for Beyoncé's Renaissance World Tour begin in days, and Ticketmaster is now working to avoid another meltdown like the one that angered Taylor Swift fans last year. The online ticket seller is prompting members of the Beehive to sign up for a verified fan account in order to snag their seats before resellers. Ticketmaster is also staggering ticket sales on multiple days. And Dr. Pepper has a new permanent flavor hitting shelves soon, strawberries and cream. The company says the new beverage swirls strawberry with its 23 original flavors and has a smooth, creamy finish. Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream will be available in regular and zero sugar options later this month. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
A prosecutor, now Circuit Court Judge Janet Protasewicz.
On the Supreme Court, I'll be a common sense judge. I'll protect public safety. I believe in a woman's freedom to make her own decision on abortion. It's time for a change.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza. A lot more.
That's our extra-large New York-style take-and-bake pizza. And it's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. And only $9.99.
Do I have to share it?
It's recommended, but not required. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
What is a hero? We're not talking about those from comic books and movies saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes. Those with a special kind of courage or ability. Those who save the day, one person at a time. The Board Store and News 8 Now want to find those heroes so we can thank them for what they've done to better our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes, and nominate someone who you feel is truly a hometown hero.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
How electric cars are improving lives and a review of the NIH strategy to fight COVID-19. Michael George has some of the day's top health stories.
The COVID-19 pandemic presented researchers at the National Institutes of Health with major successes and challenges. Former NIH Director Dr. Francis Collins says the rapid development and emergency use authorization of 2 mRNA vaccines were critical to public health, but more work is needed to better understand long COVID. Pregnant people in rural communities are more likely to face severe maternal complications and death than those living in urban cities. Researchers at the University of Michigan say it's because rural residents have lower rates of continuous health insurance before, during, and after pregnancy, when they're likely to face issues related to hypertension or depression. And a first-of-its-kind study finds electric cars are having a positive impact on respiratory health. Researchers at USC examined data on zero-emission vehicles in California. They found as electric car adoption grew within a given zip code, local air pollution levels and asthma-related emergency room visits dropped. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And here is the live look through City Cam 8. Derek is in next with our forecast.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates under $10. Get big flavor and bigger savings with our Magnificent 7 breakfast, Big Bacon BLT, and more. And don't forget a delicious pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Our weather is constantly on the move, and you can trust that the News 8 Now First Warn team is always tracking it. But we're not just here. When storms move in, the First Warn team gets moving in the Storm Runner. The News 8 Now Storm Runner puts you in the middle of what's happening with up-to-the-minute live reports, day or night. It's just one more way the First Warn team has you covered when it comes to severe weather. The News 8 Now Storm Runner, powered by Maury's VW.
Monster Truck Nitro Glow Tour will invade the La Crosse Center with two big shows. February 17th and 18th. Monster Truck Storm Racing and Tough Truck Racing. Plus all new Inflection Buster prices. Limited tickets only $10. Available only online. VIP tickets includes the Pit Party Pass and the best seat. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com, MonsterTruckTour.com, or the box office. Subject to service fees. Riding a real monster truck. Kids get a free tour gift at the Friday show while supplies last. 7:30 p.m. both shows. February 17th and 18th at La Crosse Center.
New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Board Store Home Improvements, 782-8877.
The place to save big money on all your home improvement needs.
Well, it sure is a very cloudy start now to the afternoon. Earlier this morning, we didn't really see a whole lot of cloud cover, but we saw a lot of cold temperatures. Check out this map behind me showing our low temperatures here this morning, anywhere between around 10 to 15 below zero. In fact, Black River Falls, you were very close to 20 below zero this morning. You're the pretty much typical cold spots, especially off to the east, though. Eau Claire saw around 17 below zero this morning, and those were those actual air temperatures. We'll get to the wind chills here in just a second, but I do want to show you our current conditions now. It's currently 1 below zero with cloudy skies in La Crosse. Visibility, though, 10 miles, looking good there. Winds looking good. Calm. You don't have to worry so much about significant wind chills, but we are looking at 5.27 feet on the river stage. Feel like temperature is the same as the actual air temperature because we don't have the strong gusty winds. Eau Claire is at cloudy skies here now with temperatures at 5 below. We do have a feel like of -19, and that's because all it takes is 7-mile-per-hour winds to come out of the south to allow those wind chills to be a little bit severe there. -2 degrees is the temperature right now in Sparta. We're seeing 1 below in Viroqua. We're seeing temperatures above the 0-degree mark, though, in Prairie du Chien and in Boscobel at the moment. But our high temperatures today only make it into these single-digit readings. In fact, we're only expecting 8 today in La Crosse and a high of about 4 in Eau Claire. 7 will be our high today if you're in Sparta come later this afternoon. We did see a few clouds here develop late morning, and then looks like over the last hour or so we have seen some more cloudy skies begin to develop, and we are going to keep the cloud cover in the forecast throughout the rest of the day today from pretty much start to finish into the afternoon, and also keep it in the forecast as we head into the evening hours as well. All right, so let's talk about some of these wind chills. Right now we're below zero, and it's going to continue to feel like our temperatures will be below zero with these wind chills here throughout the day. And as we take you into the overnight hours, it doesn't really get much better. We're still going to be around at least 5 to 10 degrees below zero for feel-like temperatures throughout the night. So heading into tomorrow morning, we start to see some good news on the way. We got more of a southwest wind motion. That's going to bring us some warmer air masses to work with to keep our wind chills at least right around that 0-degree mark or just above it in many spots. Then by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be looking at feel-like temperatures into the upper teens to low 20s, and we're going to keep it that way pretty much throughout the rest of the day tomorrow as well. So those clouds that we have now are going to continue to move their way towards the east. That is why we are expecting a pretty cloudy sky here to develop as we head into those later afternoon hours, and those cloudy skies don't go away until we reach the overnight hours tonight. In the meantime, those temperatures are expected to continue to be into the single digits there, as you can see. Tomorrow morning, we wake up to single-digit temperatures with only a few clouds here outside, and then those clouds will develop by tomorrow afternoon again to give us an overcast sky here to work with. But at least our temperatures will be much warmer, though, into the 30s. And then we only drop into the upper 20s here overnight as we head into early Sunday morning. So 6 to 10 day outlook showing that we are still going to be looking at much more milder temperatures to work with. And in fact, you'll see that here on the 8-day forecast. Not just the weekend that we're going to be at least much warmer into the 30s, but really all of next week. Our highs will be into the 30s, even the low 40s. We may even see a high of about 41 come Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And that's going to feel more like a heat wave, right, Dua?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. There's a slight chance, you know, rain, snow mixing together a couple of days next week, but we'll have time to monitor that.
All right, awesome. Yeah. Well, it's time for the weekend. We'll tell you all the ways you can enjoy the warmer weather with events happening around town. Stay with us.
Whether you use it as a workshop or simply as a space to store your vehicle, Menards has everything you need for your garage. Chamberlain garage door openers bring quality and value to your home. Belt drive models have a much quieter operation and are perfect for an attached garage. Chamberlain also offers MyQ smartphone control with Wi-Fi built in, allowing you to open and close your garage door from anywhere. Save big money on Chamberlain garage door openers.
Save big money at Menards.
Moving forward with node-positive breast cancer is overwhelming, but I never just found my way. I made it and did all I could to prevent recurrence.
Verzenio reduces the risk of recurrence of HR-positive, HER2-negative, node-positive early breast cancer with a high chance of returning, as determined by your doctor when added to hormone therapy. Hormone therapy works outside the cell, while Verzenio works inside to help stop the growth of cancer cells. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
I'm making my own way forward.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Drew's News.
Good news waits for no one.
Riveting stories.
Better to work out at night or in the morning.
Hot takes.
Fun fact about colonoscopies, they're awesome.
Food trends.
Pickles on your pizza.
Who wants it?
It's the marriage we've been waiting for. It's a hamburger with mac and cheese. It's a party and everyone's invited.
And more with the most hard-hitting news duo in television.
Only on the Drew Barrymore Show. That's news you can use.
Today at 3 on News 8. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new report indicates the decline in college enrollment we've seen in recent years seems to be easing up. The report found that 2022 fall undergraduate enrollment decreased by just 0.6% compared to a year earlier. A portion of the easing is due to a 4.3% jump in freshman enrollment. However, freshman enrollment is still down 150,000 students from 2019. Enrollment was already on the decline, but experts say the pandemic made the problem considerably worse. Well, it's almost time for the weekend, and we've got to see what events will be going on. Here's a few. Kids now have another reason to smile. Students from Western Technical's Dental Assistant Program, along with area dentists, will be hosting Give Kids a Smile today. The purpose is to provide underserved kids ages 6 through 12 with a proper cleaning. Children with cavities will be referred to a local dentist at no cost to their family. The event is part of Western's Community Engagement Program, which seeks to connect educational opportunities to community projects. And another event today, students get the chance to show off their math skills at Math Counts. Math Counts is a competition held around the country to promote the importance of mathematics. 78 students from 10 schools across western Wisconsin will be competing to see who's the best in the West. The countdown round is being held at the Onalaska Omni Center if you would like to attend. Well, stay with us. We'll have one more check of your forecast when we return.
Are you an experienced carpenter, window and door installer, flooring or tile installer, considering a new opportunity in the year ahead? The Board Store is the area's premier home improvement contractor, serving the community from the same location for over 33 years. Continued growth opens new opportunities, good pay, good benefits and respect, no weekends or overnight travel. Begin a new career where skill matters and character is valued. Apply online or at the Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we take pride in offering furniture made in North America with exceptional quality, award-winning designs, and lasting value. Made in America means craftsmanship, means quality, means value, and it means jobs. At Drury's, you'll find only the finest brands like Canal Dover, Daniels Amish, and Cannondale. Solid wood, solid values. Plus, there's Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, and Southern Motion, all proudly made in America. They're all on sale now during the Made in America sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Vote for your favorites now at bestoflacrossecounty.com.
And here's a final check on your 8-day forecast. Much warmer temperatures are on the way this weekend, and also as we head into next week, highs into the 30s and low 40s. Slight chance of rain, snow possibly next week too in a few days.
All right, well, thank you for watching News 8 Now at noon. We will see you back here later tonight.